These face-offs will have you sweating bullets. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Mexican standoffs in movies.
You want to make a deal? How about this? You give me Neo, or we all die right here, right now.
For this list, we're focusing on those nail-biting moments in cinema when two or more people stand against each other in a kill or be killed scenario. And we're ranking them based on how well we feel they build the tension.
Whee! What a predicament!
So get your trigger fingers ready and squint those eyes, it's about to get stressful. If you didn't see a standoff you think should be on the list, be sure to check out our videos on the top 10 movie shootouts and the top 10 Western movie gunfights. Also, as many of these are the final showdowns in their respective movies, a spoiler alert is in order.
I don't have time for this shit.
Number 10. Daddy's Workin, The Boondock Saints 2, All Saints Day. Russian Roulette, 2 6-shooters, and Billy Connolly with a beard. This looks like a perfect place to kick off our list.
Easy, boys.
When an assassin comes in, guns blazing, but is injured and stopped in his tracks, Connolly's character Noah, otherwise known as Il Duce, gives him an even-Steven chance of making it out of the situation alive by snapping shut 2 revolvers and offering to play Find the Bullet.
I'm gonna blow this motherfucker's brains out right now! Connor! Son, Daddy's working.
We watch as our assassin grows increasingly nervy with each pull of the trigger. But eventually, he eats lead.
Where is he? Fuck my God!
Number 9. War is Hell, 3 Kings.
Cover me.
In this modern war flick, we follow 4 American soldiers through Iraq after the conclusion of the Persian Gulf War. After happening upon a situation that ends with an Iraqi soldier murdering an unarmed woman, Major Archie Gates decides that behavior is un-American.
You go now, please.
I don't think so.
He snatches the rifle from the head soldier's hand, and tension ensues, with either side aiming their weapons at the other.
What's happening?
Unlike many standoffs on this list, this violent encounter is not the film's climax, but the event that triggers the action in this heist flick turned war drama.
No!
Number 8. Busted Bottle Breakdown, Shaun of the Dead.
We have to deal with her?
Duffs, for Christ's sake!
In this hilarious zombie spoof, we see Shaun and the gang barricade themselves into a local pub as the newly formed army of flesh eaters claws to get in.
Sorry, we're closed!
But Shaun's mum was bitten and her zombification is imminent. So eventually, it all gets a little emotional.
Just hold on, Mum, you're gonna be fine.
With 1 rifle and a few broken bottles as weapons,
Don't point that gun at Barbara!
the group comes to realizations at the worst moment possible.
Oh, come on, we all know you're in love with Liz! That is not true! Lizzie, I want you to know that my feelings for you have always been essentially—
David, please, there are slightly more pressing matters at hand here.
Ultimately, Shaun does what's necessary and puts his mum to rest. Although it's clear what's gonna happen here, it still has you feeling edgy.
I'm sorry, Mom. Do it!
Number 7. Desert Deadlock, The Good, the Bad, the Weird. This movie is not misnamed. It really does feature the good, the bad, and the weird.
어이, 이봐. 그 뭐 땅 얘기했다가 국제관계 얘기했다 막 그러시네, 어?
With all 3 racing towards treasure hidden beneath the desert sands, they finally come face to face in a standoff that can only be described as exhausting.
최고를 가리는 게임. 누가 누구를 쏠지 모르는 게임. 단 한 놈만 살아남는 게임.
Each man's feeling insulted at being double or triple crossed by the others, and at the same time growing weaker and weaker. We feel every bullet with them. It's only after they're all on the ground that they finally find the treasure. Number 6. Three Little Fonzies, Pulp Fiction.
I love you, Pumpkin.
I love you, honey bunny.
Everybody be cool, this is a robbery!
Any of you f***ing pricks move! And I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you!
Pumpkin and Honey Bunny decide to rob the diner they're eating breakfast in because they think it'll be easy. However, they don't count on Hitman Jules being there with a briefcase full of mystery.
Is that what I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
But after Jules' hitman associate Vincent comes out of the bathroom, this Bonnie and Clyde duo finds themselves in a bit of a pickle.
We're all gonna be like three little Fonzies here. And what's Fonzie like? Come on, Yolanda, what's Fonzie like?
Cool.
What?
Cool.
Correctamundo.
Cool as a cucumber, however, Jules utters a certain Bible quote
Ezekiel 25:17.
and manages to strut out unharmed.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
Who needs bullets when you're a badass mofo like Sam Jackson?
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know I am the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you.
Number 5. Mirror Image, Face Off.
I don't know what I hate wearing worse. Your face or your body?
This standoff takes place in one of those rooms that seems only to exist in movies. It's a round foyer filled with mirrors, like a hotel lobby funhouse. The FBI agent and the notorious criminal go face to face, or should we say back to back, against one of those mirrors, and each is wearing the other's face.
I mean, I enjoy boning your wife.
With taunts and insults coming from either side, they both finally decide to turn on each other
Let's just kill each other.
and face the music. Number 4. Don't Make Me Do This, Reservoir Dogs.
I ignored her before, but no more. You lost your fucking mind.
In this Who Can You Trust scenario, a gang of thieves and wise guys goes head to head to head as they try to figure out who the rat is.
Come on, guys. Nobody wants this. We're supposed to be fucking professionals.
Visually, this standoff is brilliant, as we get some eerie extreme close-ups and a wide shot of all those involved, including the bleeding out Mr. Orange on the ground.
I don't have the slightest fucking idea what you're talking about.
But ultimately, it's a difference of opinions between longtime associates Joe, Mr. White, and nice guy Eddie that leads to a triangle of barrels and a textbook Mexican standoff.
God damn you, Joe. Don't make me do this.
Larry, stop pointing that fucking gun at my dad!
Number 3. Waterlogged Wipeout, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
It's the sunrise.
After they flip the ship and manage to return from the next world to the living one, it's understandable that everyone's a bit on edge. But at first, it seems like waves of awkward laughter will settle this predicament.
All right then.
However, everyone is quick to draw again. In constant disagreement and agitatedly shifting their aim, all 5 involved are getting a little trigger happy, and Captain Jack Sparrow decides to cast the first stone.
Count on that.
But fails miserably. And so does everyone else.
Wet powder.
Wet gunpowder don't work. Seriously guys, you're pirates. Keep up.
We can still use them as clubs!
Sorry. Active though.
Number 2. Testes Situation, Inglourious Basterds.
Haben Sie das gehört? Das ist das Geräusch meiner Walter, die direkt auf Ihre Hoden gerichtet ist.
We know, another Tarantino edition, but seriously, this guy is the master of tension. Just when we thought a bar full of Nazis couldn't get any more awkward, a British soldier disguised as an SS officer is uncovered.
Now,
about this pickle we find ourselves in?
This results in a standoff, or a sit-off, with guns under the table, aimed at each other's nether regions.
Ich habe eine Pistole auf Ihre Eier gerichtet, seit Sie hier sitzen. Und ab jetzt sind wir zu dritt.
After a few excruciating minutes and a few intimidating transactions, things go boom. Big time.
It would appear there's only one thing left for you to do.
And what would that be?
Stiglitz.
Say auf Wiedersehen to your Nazi boss.
Before we reveal our #1 movie standoff, here are a few barrel-smoking honorable mentions.
Man, this is your last fucking chance. You, this is your last chance. We can kill all of you and you fucking know it. Now get down on the fucking floor.
Boris, shut the fuck up. We're all gonna die here. These are cops.
So they're cops. Who gives a shit? Hey, Lee, something I never told you about me. I hate fucking cops.
Forgot about the flare gun, you fucking idiot.
Bonnie.
Yeah, Bonnie, I know. And I like this dog.
The code.
You are really ready to die for this man.
Believe it.
#1, Cemetery Showdown, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Two can dig a lot quicker than one. Dig.
3 guys, 50 or so paces, and a hell of a lot of squinting. In this showdown, director Sergio Leone keeps us on edge with dozens of cuts to the scowling faces of those involved, including a cigar-chewing Clint Eastwood. After a grueling few minutes of sideways glances, Eastwood does what he does best. Not only does he shoot a man and his hat into a grave, but he shines it all off with a legendary quote.
You see, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, and those who dig. You dig. Where?
Do you agree with our list?
You gonna cry?
What was your favorite movie Mexican standoff?
I'm alive!
For more shoot 'em up top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Sasha, baby. I'm Castor. That's Archer.
And I'm bored. Put the gun down.